Welcome to my first Q&A. These questions come directly from members from my Facebook group, Savvy Europe Travel. So let's get right into the questions. Question number 1. Do you think that carry-on only is ideal? I actually do think that carry-on only is ideal, especially when traveling internationally on long-haul flights, simply because you get to make sure that you have all your belongings with you at all times. Just a peace of mind. And then after a long flight, nobody wants to wait around for luggage. You just want to get straight out of the airport, straight to your hotel. And this way, that's exactly what you get to do. And you get to save a lot of time, no waiting around. Sometimes we've waited around for over an hour, so it's kind of unnerving when you're just standing there waiting. So yeah, and a lot of people do ask, well, what if I want to bring back some souvenirs and I won't have space in my carry-ons? Also, if I want to bring back liquids, like say for instance, Greek olive oil, well, there's a little tip I'd suggest. Pack a flat, soft piece of luggage in your carry-on that you can then pack with all your goodies and you can check to send home. And let's see, what is our next question? Our next question is, how much time should I leave between connecting flights? Now, I know that most people used to always say 2 hours. I'd suggest a little bit more than that, maybe 3 to 4 hours, just to give you a little bit of space to play with. So a lot of airports are extremely large, such as, for instance, Heathrow Airport. Very confusing airports, such as Paris Airport in France. And if you did check luggage, decided not to go with the carry-on only and checked in some luggage, some airports actually you have to pick them up and check them in again. So that takes up valuable time. So I would say 3 to 4 hours minimum would be a good starting point. Next question. Our next question is, when asked to choose a currency, which currency should you choose when paying? If you're paying online, you say for instance buying a airplane ticket to Greece with a Greek airline and it quotes you in euros, always accept euros. I have played around with it and changed it to US dollars to see what they would charge me, and then I've done the little math to see which one would save me more, and I've always saved, even if it's just a couple of dollars, I've always saved with paying in the local currency. The same goes for if you're checking into a hotel in a foreign country and it happens to ask you local currency or home currency, always pick local currency. Now, I would also like to add to this question, if you're using an ATM to get some cash out in a foreign country, always decline conversion. I can't stress this enough. Always decline conversion. You want your home bank to calculate the conversion rate, not the bank machine that you're using at the moment, because they will always charge you a lot more. So that's my advice for that. And let's move on right along to the next question. How far in advance should I plan a European vacation? I'd suggest planning a European vacation about 1 year to 1.5 years out. Already have in mind where you would like to go, how long you'd like to go for, when you'd like to go. And about a year out, you can get best prices for flights already when the prices come out, and hotels also show availability about 1 year out. And as we know, a lot of places now are becoming very popular around the world to travel to. So a lot of the best places, a lot of the most popular places are being booked up right away as the calendar opens up for availability. So I do suggest minimum a year out. In my case, it was 2 years out. And yes, that way you don't lose out on the best deals and best places to stay. So All right, let's see what our next question has to say. What region of Portugal do you recommend that is walkable with lots of culture and history? Normally, most people right off the bat would say, obviously, Lisbon with a day trip to Cancun, maybe a day trip to Sintra, and while I completely agree with that, Lisbon is gorgeous. Lisbon is a little bit hilly in some areas, so I might also consider looking into places like Porto, with a day trip to Duomo Valley, wine tour maybe. That sounds like fun. There's other places that you could look into like Coimbra and Aveiro. I did mention Cancun earlier for a day trip, but a lot of people do like to go there for a few days. That is a coastal seaside town, and it's very beautiful, so that's another thing to consider. So that's it for Portugal. I do have the Destination of the Week Portugal YouTube video up. I will link that below if anybody hasn't watched that yet and would like to watch it. Make sure to go see that to see how beautiful Portugal is. And right back to the next question. Apart from Greece, what is your favorite vacation spot? My favorite vacation spot, apart from Greece, as much as I love Greece, has to be Austria. I'm a little biased. I am from there. I was born there, and I just love it. It has everything that you're looking for in a vacation. It has gorgeous scenery. It has lots of history, lots of culture. It has amazing, delicious food, and you really can't go wrong with visiting Austria. So I'd say Austria. All right, moving right along. Next question. I have a trip to London booked for Thanksgiving. Where did you stay when you went? I stayed in the Paddington area in London. I mainly chose that because the Heathrow Express train goes straight from Heathrow Airport to the Paddington Tube Station, and I wanted to make it quick and simple for myself with jet lag, and that's why I chose Paddington. I will say that London is a very big city, and the touristy spots are all strewn about. So wherever you stay, you will have to use public transportation or private transportation to see most of the sites. So there are a lot of areas that you could stay, Paddington being one of them. There's Kensington, there's South Bank, Westminster, King's Cross, Chelsea area. Those are some of the more popular areas to stay at, so you could also look into all of those and see which ones just pique your interest. All right, moving right along, and this may be our last question. Out of the last trips you have taken, do you think a cruise, Disney World, or a European vacation would be the better value? Well, if you have about 7 to 10 days vacation time, I would suggest a cruise being the best value. But if you have longer than that, if you have minimum 2 weeks or more than that, which would be great, vacation time, then I would suggest checking Europe out because it is beautiful, it's very affordable, and I just know you'd love it. So I think that's pretty much it for our questions today. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments or send me a message, and I'll help you out with some more information on everything. So thanks for watching. Bye.